IELTS Speaking Part 2, Cue Card. Describe a child with whom you had an interesting conversation. You should say who the child was, how you know him or her, what conversation you have had with this child, and explain why you think the conversation you had with this child was interesting.
You will have to talk about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make some notes to help you if you wish. All right? Remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I'll tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now?
I was always under the impression that children can be handful, probably because I was never good with children, especially when it came to striking a conversation with them or understanding their needs. But all that changed when I met little Raisu about a couple of years ago in my neighborhood. I met the little 5 or 6-year-old Raisu for the first time, if my memory serves me well, on one bright and sunny afternoon when he was struggling to fix the chain of his bicycle that he was riding. But after noticing him struggling for a minute, I decided to offer him help to fix his 2-wheel ride. Anyway, I had seen Raisu a number of times before, but never really felt inclined to have a chat with him until that moment when he thanked me with a very happy face after fixing his cycle. I asked him about what he was going to do if nobody was there to fix his ride. In response, he simply told me that he would keep trying again and again until it was fixed. Next, when I asked him if he had any friends, he simply told me that he was not allowed to have any friends of his age, ordered by his parents, because he would always get into fights with them. Our conversation pretty much ended at that point, but before leaving, I asked Raisu if he remembered how to fix his chain. In response, with a big smile on his face again, he said that he didn't remember. I thought that the conversation with Raisu was really interesting because up until that conversation, I never knew that a child of that age could understand the virtue of trying again and again. It was also interesting because Raisu reminded me to stick to the truth, no matter how embarrassing it really was, by revealing the truth to me about the reason for not having any friends. Finally, the conversation with Raisu taught me that it was ought to forget about things in life, because life would go on one way or another.
Describe a child with whom you had an interesting conversation.
Well, I am happy to have been given this topic, as I know exactly what I want to talk about. So thank you very much. Well, one memorable conversation I had was with my neighbor's daughter, Lily. She's a bright and curious 6-year-old whom I've known since she was born. Lily is a cheerful and imaginative child who loves exploring the world around her. As my neighbor's daughter, I've had the pleasure of watching her grow up and witnessing her vibrant personality blossom over the years. I've known Lily since she was born, as she lives next door to me. Over time, we developed a friendly rapport, often chatting and playing together when she visits her grandparents' house. During one of her visits, we sat down in her grandparents' backyard, surrounded by colorful flowers and chirping birds. Out of the blue, Lily began peppering me with questions about the stars, the planets, and the mysteries of the universe. Her curiosity was boundless as she asked me about black holes, galaxies, and whether aliens exist. What made this conversation so fascinating was Lily's insatiable thirst for knowledge and her willingness to engage in complex topics at such a young age. Despite her tender years, she approached our conversation with an open mind and a genuine eagerness to learn. Her questions were thought-provoking and challenged me to simplify complex concepts in a way that she could understand. Moreover, witnessing her curiosity and wonder reminded me of the importance of nurturing a child's innate sense of curiosity and encouraging them to explore the world with boundless enthusiasm.
Kindly leave the topics or IELTS questions you need answers for in the comment section below. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel for new and useful learning material uploaded every day. Thank you for listening.